Little girl suddenly broke into the crow's team, and every bird's face was full of doubts. They looked at the strange Mary and began to attack her. Weak Mary was quickly driven out of the flock and forced to land on a clock tower. This scene happened to be seen by the villagers below. Soon, firefighters arrived here. 10 minutes later, Jack finally climbed to the roof, but when he was about to save Mary, he was dumbfounded. Just a second before, Mary flew away again, leaving Jack shivering in the wind. After this incident, Jack felt very guilty. He thinks it was his fault that Mary was taken away by the bird. He found the couple and decided to go with them, in search of Mary, but as soon as they entered the forest, they heard a gunshot. It turned out that the hunter was hunting birds. The next second, Mary's cloak fell from the sky and fell into the dry well. Since Jack has a severe fear of heights, the girl is going to go down to find. The water in the well was cold and dirty, but the little girl searched for hours in it, but she didn't find Mary. But this is good news for them. Not finding her means she is still alive, and they have seen hope again. The two chased all the way to the beach on a motorcycle, and finally found Mary among the wild geese moving south, which made them very happy. But they were still a step too late, and a flock of birds was about to cross the sea. The husband and wife were very worried about their daughter, but they had no choice but to cry silently on the shore. Mary fell into the sea because she was exhausted. At this time, the father who was standing by the sea discovered this scene, and ran into the sea without even taking off his clothes. After many difficulties, Mary finally returned to her mother's arms. After returning home, the two jumped with joy when they saw their daughter return to their side. At night, Mary suddenly started banging against the window incessantly. Although they loved Mary dearly, she did not belong here, so the two made a difficult decision. They took Mary out into the wild. After the woman instructed, she tossed her hands, and the little birdman returned to the sky. Although there are still many unknown dangers ahead, but the couple still chose to let go and let Mary return to the world that belongs to her. Perhaps this is the best love for her.